All right, welcome to the workshop for the March 12th Cannon County Board of Education meeting. First is public comment. No one signed up tonight for public comment. Next Thursday night will be the Good Citizenship Award, the Pledge of Allegiance, and a moment of silence, and then the Cannon County School Employee Spotlight, and then we'll have roll call. First on the agenda tonight is to approve the March 12th, 2026 revised agenda of the Cannon County Board of Education to include number 9, approve the Cannon County School System to be part of NASPO Cooperative for Technology Purchasing. Problems with the agenda? Number 2 is the consent agenda. A is to approve the minutes of the February 12th, 2026 regular meeting of the Cannon County Board of Education. And B is to approve overnight out-of-state trips, and that is trip number 5025, Cannon County High School senior trip to Orlando, Florida, April 12th through April 18th of 2026. Any questions for Mr. Nichols, Wednesday? Or Ms. Kenyon? No. Number 3 is a financial report.
We just received our reports today, so we've just started balancing. But as soon as we get balanced, we will get those to you.
Number 4 is supervisor's report. Thank y'all. Did you have anything for supervisors? Y'all have anything? You doing? Number 5 is the approved purchase of a 2027 78 passenger school bus. Ms. Platt.
Yes, so we opened those bids last week, I can't remember, a week before. And the lowest bid coming at Central States, which is a Bluebird bus at $149,876. And I think if we move a few dollars around, we'll have enough in my budget to cover that.
I have a question.
Sure.
This one was the only one that didn't say if it was available for delivery.
It's there for June. We'll have it in June.
For June.
Yeah, I have to have this.
Yeah, one of them said it wasn't available till October. And
No, this one will be ready in June.
So this is the one you recommend, the
Yes.
Central
I
State?
can't afford anything else, so yes, ma'am.
Noted.
Yeah. You know how you go to the car lot and you, yeah. This one's the one I can afford.
The Bluebird.
It is a Bluebird. And those of you who don't know, I'm pretty partial to a Bluebird. So. Forwards and Bluebird. I might throw something at me here in a minute, but.
Any other questions?
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Clifford. Number 6 is to approve review of school board policies 5.400 through 5.803, personnel part 2. Well, like the oldest thing we had was the director's evaluation, and that's been 04. Anybody else have any questions on this?
first one, the 5.400, does the 5.401 and the 5.402 both have in there about like a confidentiality statement? Does that first one need it as well?
Will you tell me those numbers again?
Sure. The one I'm asking about is the 5.400, but the 5.401 and 5.402 both have in there about like confidentiality and privacy. That one doesn't. I didn't know if we needed to have that in there.
That would be something that could be added. These come from TSBA, so
Okay.
usually just use the language, and we all approve that language that they send to us.
Okay.
But that's something that if you all wish to look at, to add that language in there.
I just didn't know who wrote it, if that was something, just because the other two had it, I didn't know if we needed to protect ourselves.
To put that in there.
Anything else? Well,
Is that something
do you want her to reach out to the SBA? I mean,
Yeah, just see if we need that.
You do Thursday night? Did you look up the TCA codes?
No.
That's attached to it? do what it stated. That's where all of the voting comes from, is the Tennessee state laws. Okay.
No, I didn't look into that.
I'll reach out and see what I can find for you. Okay.
Anything else? All right, number 7 is to approve additional budget work session dates.
This was something that was in a previous agendas that Ms. Teresa and I look at, and we look at each month, and it's in there and didn't know. We've already got one set for March, later this month, and then one set for April already. So I didn't know if you all were good with those dates, or if you wanted to add another one, should we need one after the April one.
What is our date in April?
13. We can wait and see on the 13th if there needs to be another date added. I'm hoping that there won't be. I'm hoping when we get together on the 13th, that you'll have a budget and you can ask any questions that you need to ask, and that we wouldn't have to have another budget session.
That'll be after the monthly workshop stuff, so.
Maybe we should get a backup like we did the middle school
Which
meeting,
one?
just in case we wouldn't be able to vote on another date until May, right? Because
And then
if
it's up
that's
to you.
13th,
That's what you want.
yeah.
Yes.
So can we schedule one and then on the 13th, if we decide we don't need it, we can cancel it?
Yeah,
So that would be easier than,
yeah, you can,
Yes.
okay. Well, maybe,
you can put it on there tentatively if you need it.
okay.
What date are y'all thinking? You have the May the 4th.
Do they?
We
April,
get April.
what'd you, 27th?
April 27th.
27th. Okay.
We just want to be one. Okay.
At 6
Yes.
here.
And we can do May 4th, but usually don't, that's not on it.
27th, that's fine. If y'all want those 27th and the 4th. My mother than you.
That was just in case. I'll do the 4th, but we'll say, but the tentative just. Recover.
Anything else on that? All right, number 8 is the Coach Hinch and the Touchdown Club provided updated information concerning football field repair and possible approval to seek bid. Mr. Hinch.
Yes, we went and, we've got the one which Jason will talk about, where's the bigger number to redo the whole thing and do like a whole field renovation. And then the original number that we came up here last time we met and talked about that. So, basically we can get a whole new renovation done for the higher price there. Or we can go and still get some good work done. It's pretty expensive Band-Aid, but it still gets you, it'll get you, through quite a few years. But, Jason's gonna talk about that higher number first on that bid and what's all included in that, and then he'll talk about the second one.
I had Lou Warner come back out to go over exactly what we need to put in for the bid for his group or whoever that when they was seal bid, y'all agreed to work on it. And they talked about and discussed completely redoing the field. That's taking 80,000 square feet of sod up, redoing the sprinkler system and bringing in more topsoil and sand and get the ground put back in and get it all back to grade like it's supposed to. Then putting all new Bermuda sod down on that. Versus the first one we brought in was putting 20,000 square feet of sod in the main worst places and bringing sand and filling in a little bit of the low places and readjusting the sprinkler heads.
So on the lower number, to kind of give you an idea of with the higher number, you're getting the whole field. Like you're getting from fence, sideline to the other fence, like basically visitor sideline to the home sideline, and then back of the end zone, goalpost all the way through. So you're getting a whole thing there. And then the other one it would be like kind of upright to upright, like right there where the middle of the field is, from about 40-yard line to 40-yard line, which that is the toughest hit spot in the whole place. But that kind of gives you an idea of where that is on those numbers, on what it's doing. And on that smaller number, which I think it was I'm not real sure what the smaller number was off the top of my head, but
It's 49.
49.5, yeah. Was the sprinkler's head replacement included on that?
No, it was readjusting, bring them back up to grade.
Okay, but they do touch the sprinkler head. They just readjust the sprinkler heads on that.
Where the new one, the sprinkler system will be pulled up when they get the sod off of it and check and replace the sprinkler heads that are damaged and any piping that is busted over the years where the ground is sunk down where the sprinkler heads. Don't know if it's sprinkler heads or the water pipe is busted underground, but you got divots in the field where that's been running the last couple of years.
And either route we go here is a need, a big time need. Either way we go, like I would be happy on either way. I think a lot of people would, because of the repairs of getting the divots and getting some of the stuff back where it needs to be, and the crown back where it needs to be is important.
And the safety on the kids. Try to get the divots and stuff so they don't step in a hole and break an ankle or twist and blow a knee out.
At the last meeting, I think somebody said it had been 15 years since something had been done.
That's when they first done the sod.
Was it this kind of work or was it this kind of?
From my understanding, it was they put in the irrigation. And in order to put in the irrigation, they had to take the topsoil off. So yeah, it was a major
It was a
renovation.
full renovation.
Yes.
Okay.
So is it still your, plan to raise the money?
Yeah.
For this?
Oh, for this? No.
No, the rest
No,
of
that's
us.
right.
The rest of the school board. they have
Oh,
to
the shed,
leave.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I apologize.
For the pricing though, we have to send it, put it, list it.
Well,
Yeah.
For
For
Yeah.
bids and stuff. But I feel, I'm not sure about the other board members, that if we're gonna do something like this, spend money to fix this, we need to also look at the other fields down there, and take care of everything all at once. So everything is not just for football, but for soccer, for all the other
Well,
stuff.
this is to
Yeah.
help everybody out.
Right, but I'm saying if we're gonna spend money.
You're spending on more than just the football program. You're going to spend it on the soccer program. You're going to spend it on the youth league. You're going to spend it on. There's a lot of teams that go and play on that field. Yes.
Yes, I understand that, but I'm saying if we're gonna do it, we need to look at spending money. That way we're not going back and tying into stuff. If we're gonna have somebody out there do everything. That way you're actually spending less on labor and everything. So we need
This
to
is
look.
the entire field.
Right, that's just a football field. I'm talking about those other ones that also got flooded and have issues too.
Like the softball
Fields,
fields.
practice fields and everything else that have. That's my thing. We,
So you're looking at trying to create even a bigger budget on top of just this budget for this field. Okay. You're talking about going through all the athletic fields. Okay.
I feel if we're gonna spend the money to improve, we need to do all of it.
Well, behind the visitors bleachers where they used to practice,
Mhm.
do y'all still practice there?
Yes, we do. We have our middle school practice in there. We practice there. The way we have to kind of alter with and rotate with soccer, they will be over there as well. Especially this time of year or a month or two ago, they had to go over there because can't be on the game field, especially because you don't have the root ball that they'll tear it up. So you've got, I don't know if I mentioned already, but you got middle school over there as well. So yeah, we use that area a lot. That area gets used just as much, if not more, than the game field.
Does middle school have a soccer team or just the high school?
They're trying to bring one in, but they have not got it yet.
And I know, flag football, girls flag football is a thing that I know that could be a possibility down the road as well. So
Thursday night, would we have to make the motion for either one of these bids or for both bids?
Can't approve it because it hasn't been.
It has to
No,
be.
I'm talking about the one to bid out.
For it to bid, to get the bids, you'd have to,
Do you do two bids? One a full,
you could do it either way. You could, if you wanted to just do a bid for just the first proposal, or
you can do
do,
two,
or you could do
two,
both.
one.
But if,
But that, what you're talking about would be, sorry,
no, you're good, go ahead.
I
I didn't even know I was gonna say that.
when you say two bids, you're talking about this one and this one, not what Rebecca has just stated. Is that right? That,
Yeah, I was
You're
just
just
asking
talking
on
about
this
these two.
part, yeah, but then to do what
that would
we
be the
would have
third
to
one.
almost. Yeah, I don't know.
Projecting capital outlay.
Are you talking about behind the visitor side, Rebecca? I'm
Yeah,
trying to,
soccer, we need to look at what.
you're
needs to all be
looking to fix behind the visitors stadium where they practice and all that.
Ideally.
I see
If we're
what
gonna do,
Ideally, if you're looking at that option too, you need to put lighting back there too.
since there's
Yeah,
things that
I
we're
mean,
gonna do
you
it.
don't need to include lighting in that bid, on that third bid.
yeah,
So you'd almost have like an ABC bid.
yeah, that's what I was trying to,
and also the timeline on this. Let's just say fast forward and say something gets approved, right? If from my understanding on the timeline, this is kind of like our last chance, because if not, this will be something like, let's say it gets pushed back another month or two and we got to redo some bids or whatever it is. I don't, whatever the process goes, and we get pushed back, the time that we have to stay off of that once it gets done on the game field, it'll be into the season. So we couldn't do it this year.
well,
We would have to wait.
you could almost do this, cause I know this is the main part, but then also do one for Rebecca's, and that one can be done at a later time.
Yeah. Okay.
Because that's not going, I mean, wouldn't expect you to have to put all Bermuda side back there, but just to fix it and level it and maybe, or is that what you're thinking, just fixing it up? It ain't gotta be as pretty as the football field.
Just needs to be.
Yeah,
Because
just
it's,
where,
because it's in a flood zone.
it's in a, yeah, it's in a hole back there. I know it is, yeah.
We're talking about a flood zone here, and if we have another flood, it's gonna go.
Yeah.
That was one of the big things.
That's what I'm
So, I mean,
saying.
I would think if you're gonna do
Build
anything back there, you would literally just hire somebody to come in, level it a little and put a little topsoil on it and put
Yeah,
some
that's what I-
grass, sow some grass. You wouldn't wanna make it look like a football field by no means.
Yeah, the practice field, getting like she said, just top dressing it and getting the holes filled in and getting some grass started that would do wonders for that area.
And lighting.
And lighting, yes, back there, especially I can only speak for football, but for late in the season, like it gets dark and we're still practicing, we kind of have to move to the game field for the lights. But like our practice field is in pretty rough shape, and you don't have to go and spend the money you're going to spend on a game field on a practice field, but you do need, you will want Bermuda.
Right.
You'll want a tough
Well, I mean,
grass.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can, yeah.
Mhm.
If you go the route of getting bids and it gets approved, then it'd have to run for 2 weeks. Is that correct, Miss Andrea? So then those would be back prior to April, so you would have those figures to know if it was even doable with the budget.
Yes.
So do we wanna do, as far as quotes go, we do like A, B, and then a C for the practice
Dark.
field and lights.
I don't know, maybe we can talk to Middle Tennessee Electric, see if maybe they can help with lights.
Melanie.
I know it's gonna be-
Well, y'all floating up the wrong boat today.
But I mean, to get that fixed back there, I think that's what you would, I think you need like an A, B, and C to do all, to include all
So
three
C would be to
from the practice field behind the visitors,
the level it
all the way down.
and do lighting, would lighting,
I think the dirt work would, I think the lighting would have to be almost separate.
yeah, so lighting would be a D.
Yeah, but I mean, we can do the lighting
But
maybe next month. Like figure out, get some people to look at it and see what lighting we would need, or maybe get middle.
So why can't we like work it like this? Because really, we got to think about who's going to take care of it in the long run and who's going to upkeep all this. But they've asked for the football field is really what they've asked for.
Yeah.
And even during that meeting, he made it clear, the coach made it clear that they have to have somewhere to practice ball until this field gets done. The guy even said if the field gets approved, then they will be off of it until
6 to 8 weeks.
6 to 8 weeks, which would bring us into probably we could get on it the first week of July, basically the dead period.
right. So they're going to need to use the whole backside all the way up until then. So my thoughts is let's take this in baby steps and do like y'all pick which one, quote it, bid it, whatever, and then come back for another meeting and bid the other part out, like that backside at that point. Instead of rushing around trying to get all this pulled together, because there's a lot of that's going to fall back on me at this point of trying to get things pulled up. Their main thing is the football field, getting it fixed and getting it corrected the way it is. So I think that's what you probably should concentrate on, knowing in the back of your head you want to move on to that other area to fix it up as well.
That also will help money wise too. You can kind of see where you're at that point.
Soccer's in the fall too, isn't it?
It
Yeah.
is soccer.
Yes.
So really, you could do that behind the bleachers next spring. You could really start on that if you send out the bids in November or December.
get it worked.
You could get it
You
worked
gotta phase one
into
plan,
February,
phase
1st
two
of March, and have all that ready by spring
I
practice.
will say I will have to. I'll have to bring in whether I don't know where we're gonna get it from. Whether we got to go find the money or find a donor or something. But that practice field, we gotta, because I got ate up last year. I'm gonna have to bring in some dirt and some sand and top dress that and get that to some type of practice, some type of playing where we can practice on that. I mean, there's going to have to be work done on that. If that's something we want to look at. I mean, that we're not talking the numbers that we're talking right now, by no means. We're just talking about some sand coming in. We're talking about maybe having to get some dirt to come in and all that to lay it down. Maybe try to get some sod on some of that bare spots areas, but like that is just in I would say a 25 yard by 15 yard area total, if I had to guess where that area is. So that work will be done on that practice field, just because we have to, especially if this goes through. That's going to be the only place we practice in the spring and in June. So I gotta do something right there. So I just keep that in mind too. I mean, there will be something done there. I hate it because, don't get me wrong, I love the phase 1, phase 2. I mean, that makes sense to me, but I'm going to have to do something there in the meantime. Because phase 1 is definitely priorities game field, and then practice field would be second, but I've got to do something there to get it playable because and I got to do it soon because the growing season is about to start. So.
And with the lighting, I think we need to look at lighting on the home side too. All honesty, at least maybe a few more security lights or something.
So you need to get your practice field fixed first.
No, the whole.
No.
No.
The main,
Football first, but practice field will be.
He's gonna try to get some.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about, not this.
Yeah. Yeah, I will, but we're talking maybe, loads of sand and we're talking sod. I mean, I don't want to throw out numbers when I don't really know the numbers, but I would say typically on a practice field that size, somewhere between the $6,000 to $7,000 bill of sand coming in. If you do your own labor and spread it and all that would be suffice. Outside of where we normally practice, if you're familiar with our program where we practice, outside of that, I mean, we can make it through the year with that. But where we do our main stuff, it gets eat up pretty good. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So talk about lighting, practice
Well,
field,
lighting
and then
around,
also
yeah.
add home.
Maybe a security light or something, but just look at it. If we're gonna put the light back there,
Have it all.
just my opinion. I mean, it's kind of dark.
Yeah. That's a safety for everyone.
Yeah. Any more questions?
Thank y'all.
So, just to clarify, when we propose our motion, we would maybe want to make a motion to bid. We're just gonna do A and B now
Just let them bid out.
Yeah,
to
just
fix the main.
fix the main field.
Okay. Proposal for bids.
Yeah, just approve them where they can bid it out.
That's like put it in the paper and got everywhere, and
Like I said, then you'd have that.
so that way we're covered, they're covered, and
And then we're gonna
bring it
work on the
others.
practice field.
Like,
Of that.
Well, I mean, what do we need to do about his repair,
Yeah, like for this year's practice field.
well, we
Right.
just have to see what they got. I mean, if he can get it donated, that would be great. But I mean, if not,
do you need sand and topsoil?
Sand and topsoil and give me some sod. I always take sod, so do wonders with sod.
anything else, Jessica?
No, I think I'm clear.
That good? Thank y'all for coming.
Thank y'all very much.
Number 9 is to approve the Canyon County School System to be part of NASPO Cooperative for Technology Purchase.
This is part of our procurement and this NASPRO cooperative for the technology purchasing is something that we can get a lot of use out of, like repurchasing our subscriptions and whatnot for everything that they use. So we were wanting to try to become a part of that cooperative because it helps with the procurement, like the bidding out and whatnot when we go to renew or buy, stuff originally. So it's kind of like our Omnicare that we're already a part of and the buy board. It's kind of like those cooperatives of buying things through them. Mainly this one would be for Dale.
So it's just gonna be a part.
Like we're partnership with it.
Any questions, anything?
So this says it's for a partnership with them, that we're solely going to use them for this, or
We can if that company is a part of that cooperative. Like Dale is a part of that cooperative and we use Dale a lot, as you can tell by your computers. So that's why we kind of wanted to be a part of that cooperative.
Any questions?
It just make things a lot easier to be able to purchase.
All right. Thank you, Andrew. Number 10 is director's comments. Anything?
No, sir.
11 is chairman's comments. I don't have anything tonight. 12 is adjourned. Our meeting will be Thursday night at 6 o'clock at the middle school, elementary school cafeteria. Thank y'all.
I didn't get to say my new bus will have air conditioning. When we bought 2 with air conditioner, we can never go back. Once you do that, you're done. Well, it's the.